Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Cheryl's Home Cooking. So let's get started. Welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking, and today what I'm going to show you is my Oreo poke cake. So let's get started. So the ingredients that you'll need is 1 box cake, and cook it according to the directions on the box. 1 3.9 ounce of pudding, a 16 ounce container of Cool Whip, and 1 pound of Oreo cookies. So now that I made my cake according to the directions on the box, I'll pour it in my cake pan. I'm using a white cake mix. So now into the oven it goes. Now that my cake has come out of the oven, I'll let it cool before I remove it from the cake pan. So now I'll let my cake cool. Before I make my pudding with 2 cups of milk, I'll take some Oreos and crush them up in my bowl. I took the 1 row of Oreos. The other 2 rows of Oreos, I'm saving them for the Cool Whip. So that's what it looks like. So now I'll place this off to the side. In my bowl, I'll place my pudding. With 2 cups of milk. There's 1. You'll mix this until it's nice and smooth. Now that my pudding is nice and smooth, I'll take my cake with a wooden spoon. That's why I like using the white cake mix with the chocolate pudding. So just randomly make holes everywhere in your cake. Last hole. So now I'll take the pudding and pour it in the holes and on top of the cake. Making sure all the holes are filled with the pudding. Then I'll take my crushed Oreos, place it around my cake. more right here. Perfect. Now I'll place this off to the side and start on my frosting. Now with the rest of my pudding, I'll take my 16-ounce container of Cool Whip and then add it to my pudding. Once my Cool Whip is mixed good with my pudding, that's when I'll crush the rest of my cookies and then fold in my cookies and frost my cake. So now I'll scrape the sides and the bottom, making sure that the pudding is mixed good with the Cool Whip. That's perfect. So I'll place this off to the side. Finish crushing my Oreos in my bowl, and then I'll fold them into my pudding and Cool Whip mixture. This is the fun part, crushing them. And this is what I call my Oreo poke cake. My Oreos are crushed, so now I'll go wash my hands. Now I'll fold my Oreos in my Cool Whip and pudding mixture. I'll do a little at a time. Last of the Oreos. Once I put this mixture on top of my cake, then I'll store it in my refrigerator. So you put some on top and then let it just drip down the sides. Looking good. Perfect. Now doesn't that look good? And this is your Oreo poke cake. So now I'll place this in the fridge. With the rest of this mixture, what I like to do is once my cake is cooled, I slice up my cake and then I add more on top of my cake. So I just took my cake out of the fridge. I'll cut a slice. Now doesn't that look good? I'll place it on my plate. And what I like to do with the extra topping is just place it off to the side. Now doesn't that look good? You can see the pudding in the cake, the extra topping with the chopped Oreos. So now I'll take a bite. I'll take some of the extra whipped topping with the crushed Oreos, the cake. You can see the pudding right there. Really good. I'll put some of this on top of the cake. Look at that pudding. Deserves a second bite. This is really good. This is a really good dessert. And it was quick and easy. Enjoy. So now what I'll do is I'll put a piece of saran wrap on the piece that I cut out. You want to keep it covered so it doesn't get hard. And you'll place this in your fridge because of the Cool Whip, so you don't want to keep it on your counter. So back into the fridge it goes. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Cheryl's Home Cooking and watching me make one of my family's favorite recipes. I'll see you guys next video. Bye-bye.